It's the true essence of staying forever young.
Text. This series is for educational and informational purposes only and does not constitute medical advice. Always seek the guidance of a qualified healthcare professional. Credits. Created by Dr. Pablo Pritchard and Night Rain. Executive producers Dr. Pablo Pritchard, Daniel Robb, Stan Spry, Tim Reister. For Hearst Media Production Group, executive producers Frank Biancuzzo, Brian Kerb, and David Doyle. Funding for audio description is provided by the U.S. Department of Education. Copyright 2025. A logo, Hearst Media Production Group.
It keeps going and going and going.
Just like my Chase Freedom Unlimited rewards.
Is that enough switch?
No, you can't shut it off. It's cash back in season with Chase Freedom Unlimited. How do you cash back?
DJ Mickey and his friends invite you to an adventure that's off the charts. Only at Disney on Ice Let's Dance. Playing Honda Center through Monday. Coming to Crypto.com Arena, Toyota Arena, and Long Beach Arena. Visit DisneyOnIce.com today.
Now at 7 a.m. on Today in LA Weekend, a violent multi-car crash investigation in Panorama City. Hear from a woman who witnessed the deadly crash and the new details we gathered overnight. Plus, uproar over the fate of a golf course in Woodland Hills. Why people who live nearby say it's a disaster waiting to happen. And a big push to spread the holiday spirit to families in need. Why dozens of students are gathered at Rowland Heights right now as we speak with the important mission they have.
You're watching NBC4. Here's what's happening today in LA.
Good morning, everybody. Woo-wee. Look at LAX. It is December 13th. Very foggy out there. Limited visibility earlier this morning. It's getting better. And thank you for waking up with us. I'm Michelle Vias. Let's get the morning started with a check of your forecast with meteorologist Shana Mendiola.
All right, everyone, good morning. Let's talk about some of the dense fog we're dealing with here as we start our day, mainly at the coastline. We're looking at dense fog continuing until about 10 a.m. today. Some locations holding on to it a little bit longer, like LAX. So there is that advisory. It is until 10 a.m. this morning for all of our beaches from Orange County through LA and Ventura County. Visibility down to about a quarter mile, which makes it very difficult to see. So we want you to drive safely and slowly today. All right, for your afternoon highs, though, we get those temperatures up to about 66 at the beaches, 74 on the way for you in the Basin and Orange County. Valley forecast 81, still mild all around. 70 for you in the high desert with the mountains at 64. Will not need that umbrella today. It's going to be great. Just make sure you have a warm jacket for the morning so you can layer up and look at a beautiful afternoon ahead. More details on the way.
Well, car smashed after this crash in Panorama City. Firefighters say 3 people died in this wreck on Woodman Avenue and Quintara Street. This was a scene from above in News Chopper 4 after 9:30 last night. At least one person had to be pulled from one of the vehicles as well. Authorities say 2 men and a woman died. 3 others declined treatment.
I feel really sorry. Especially right now during the holidays, it's horrible. And I heard that they were young, so I feel really, really bad.
The cause of the crash is still under investigation. More congestion in a high fire zone. That is one concern from residents in Woodland Hills after raising concern for a proposed housing development project. Dozens of people packed into St. Mel Catholic Church last night to discuss a plan to turn the Woodland Hills Country Club into a lot for hundreds of homes and apartments. The club and golf course near Topanga Canyon Boulevard and the 101 freeway has been there since the 1920s. Very historic. Well, it was sold in 2020 and is now owned by a Newport Beach real estate firm.
I think it'll be the death of Woodland Hills if they go ahead with this project.
There are not arteries to get out of there in case of an emergency. I would call them veins and constricted at best.
The developers filed an application last month and claimed their efforts will help address the housing crisis. The plan is to build 175 single-family homes, 126 apartments, and 97 rent-restricted senior homes, and they're asking approval under Assembly Bill 2011, which is a state law that fast-tracks housing permits in commercial corridors by bypassing environmental review and public hearings. The developer's application is currently under review by the city's planning department, and they have not responded to NBC4 regarding a request for comment. Well, more than 150 of Santa's Little Helpers are meeting in Rowland Heights this morning to pack holiday food baskets. It's all being done with an 80-foot conveyor belt of sorts. Near the assembly line is NBC4's Annette Arriola, there to show us the process ahead of deliveries to families in need. And the kiddos are in great spirits, Annette. Good morning.
Hey, good morning to you, Michelle. I can't help to think about the fact that I'm getting I Love Lucy vibes, right? With the conveyor belt and the chocolates and all that stuff. Well, it's all hands on deck this morning here at Alvarado Middle School. And in just a couple of minutes, you're going to see them cranking up this conveyor belt. And they are going to be bringing all of this food right here, these canned goods, through the conveyor belt. And we are going to have some junior elves sorting out all the items and making sure that they put them in the right baskets for hundreds of families that are going to be picking them up in just a couple of hours. And I want to go ahead and bring in none other than Miss Gina Ward with Rowland Unified School District. Gina, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And we understand that you guys have been doing this for the past 40 years now, and it is through a very special partnership that the school district has with the local Rotary Club. Talk to us about that.
Absolutely. We are so excited that you're here to come today. We have the generosity of all of our community. For 40 years, we've been working with the Walnut Valley Rotary, and all of our schools for the last 3 weeks have been gathering thousands of canned goods. So right now, we've got over 150 kids coming, and they're going to start sorting all of our canned goods and then our fresh produce, and you'll see we'll be giving them out to families today, over 175 families.
And we've been talking about the fact that the need is so great year-round, but especially right now during the holidays, making sure that everybody has some food to put on the table and that tummies and hearts are filled.
Absolutely. And what's been so important is not only has it been our local community sponsors, but it's our employees, our staff, our students have been really, we have ASB here, we have Interact Club.
Wow.
We have so many students and they've given. So they love to give. We're very proud of our students.
And then I got to show you guys again the stage, and we can do a little quick 180, Enrique. Look at all the food that is poured in over the past 3 to 4 weeks. Again, this has been a strong community effort. You guys have tons and tons of canned goods and produce that you guys will be giving away today to these families that have already been pre-selected and that are, you know, getting a little bit of that holiday spirit, and then you guys are sharing with
And not
them.
only canned goods and fresh produce, but we also had generous donations of over 150 turkeys.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah,
so you
we
gotta
definitely want to
turkey
highlight
for the
that.
holiday meal.
Absolutely. So I know that in the next half hour, Michelle, we are going to see this conveyor belt going. I can't wait. I can't wait. I wish there were candies there too, just so we could do a little. But in any case, you know, we're going to chat with some of these kiddos over here. They are really excited. Again, what a great way to spend your Saturday morning than helping and giving back to your own community. I'll send it back to you, Michelle.
It's the best teaching moment, and you are the Ethel to my Lucy. Definitely, I love Lucy vibes with the conveyor belt. I love that analogy you gave us. We'll check in 30 minutes, okay? Don't eat all of the chocolates.
Nah, I promise. I promise. I'll send it back to you. Bye.
Okay, everyone, we also have an air quality alert. So aside from the dense fog advisory, we do have an alert west of the mountains till about midnight tonight for air quality going down and a no burn ban. Now, if you burn any wood pellets outdoors or indoors, it's recommended you don't do that because we do not want to add to the pollution in the air, especially for areas like San Bernardino, Anaheim, Los Angeles. We have that fog that traps the pollutants close to the surface, so that could be dangerous for us to breathe in. So we want you to, again, be that aware for be aware of that so that we don't breathe any of that air quality. Now, looking better for the mountains and deserts, so all the higher elevations will not be a part of this, but lower elevations already starting off with a moderate air quality from Santa Monica down through Orange County here today. We'll keep an eye on it for you here and let you know if there are any updates. But looking at those temperatures, boy, it's been a warm December so far. Red boxes represent the above average highs, and the one day that we were average was about last week. So really that it was not the consistent pattern. We'll still see above average highs here for the next week or so. So here's a look at today. Above average again, 74 in Los Angeles. We are not complaining. It doesn't feel like December at all, with temperatures running in the 80s in the Inland Empire, sunshine all the way through San Bernardino and Riverside. We do have the fog at the coast though, so we're watching temperatures in the 60s there. Long Beach, you've seen that fog, 66 on the way for you there. But up in the deserts, look for temperatures in the 70s in Victorville and Lancaster. A very calm day ahead from the coast of the basin and inland despite that fog. We'll have a look at the 70 forecast on the way.
No complaints indeed. Well, still ahead on Today in LA Weekend, a mom from Jurupa Valley killed while on a trip where the deadly attack happened and what we're learning about her ahead. Plus, the LA City Council has approved funding to keep hiring and training LAPD officers, but with a catch. We'll explain. And after the break, we're getting a look at new photos from the Jeffrey Epstein estate.